Okay, happy Kissology. We're going to talk about luscious lips this evening. And my name is Cindy Mack. I'm going to be your hostess, and the consultants are going to be working the chat. So you be sure to comment, ask questions. If there's a color that you see, be sure to type it in the chat so that we can go back if we miss anything, answer questions, and make sure that we get you the right lip color. Because one of the most frustrating things is that you look at a color in a book or you look at it in the tube and you put it on and it doesn't look right, or maybe at first it looks okay and then it turns colors, right? So we're going to talk about some things that you can do to get the best out of your lipstick and to pick the right color. What are some of the things that you can do to get your lips the right shape and all the things, right? Okay, so the first thing that I am going to highly recommend, and it is, oh my gosh, it must have fallen out of my case, but it is the lip primer. I love our lip primer because not only does it prep your lips for your lip color to stay on all day, but it also helps to repair some of those fine lines around your mouth. I started using the lip primer years ago because I started to see those lines, and I had some scars there from little bumps that I had picked at, and it really makes a difference. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wasn't using this. So I love it. And you put it on, it repairs and it preps your lips. It's clear. You don't need a lot. I don't like to put it all on my lips because it kind of chaps in here if I get it too much on my lips. So I like to keep it kind of around the line or that outer part of the lip. Okay, so that's your lip primer. Then you don't have to touch up your lips all day. Another trick for keeping your lip color on all day would be using a liner. Now you can use a nude so that it doesn't necessarily change the color of your lipstick, but it helps to, one, create a line and a barrier, again, from your lipstick bleeding. So that's one of the things that I loved also about using a lip liner. So be sure to comment in here. Tell us who your consultant is in the comments as well, your name and consultants. Hi, everybody. And also any questions that you have or colors that you like. So our nudes come in light nude, medium, and dark. Okay, so those are three options to be able to help to shape your lips without changing the color too much, depending on how dark you make the line. Okay, and you can do an ombre look with a liner. That's what's really nice too when you use a lip liner, is that you can do a nice heavy line on the outside, color it in kind of like a fade, and then do a nudie or a lighter of whatever the lip liner is, a little bit lighter of that in the middle so that it kind of does a little bit of a fade. That's such a pretty look. So you can do that with the use of a lip liner. We do have other colors. We have a berry. I love this one if you're going to be using, especially winter and holidays. If you're going to be using some berry lip colors, use your berry lip liner because it deepens it. It also, again, defines your lips. Now, one of the other reasons why I use a lip liner is because my lips are crooked. And I have had a little bit of a filler done before just to even it out, because as we get older, we lose volume in our lips, and sometimes we lose volume in an uneven way. And so just being able to even it out helps a little with the liner. You can do as well. So you would just take your liner and you would just create a V here. And then as you're doing your lips, remember that if you go down, you tend to go straighter when you go down, because that's the way our fingers go, our hands. If you go up, you tend to curve a little. So be sure you do the same thing to create the same shape of the lip. You don't want to go far out of the line, but if you go slightly out on one side to even it out, that helps. If you have a liner, it's less noticeable. Okay, so that's your lips. Then how do you choose what color and formula? Because there's different formulas of our lip colors. We have three formulas. We have matte, a semi-matte, a semi-shine, and we have a hydrator. And the hydrator one has, you can see the pigment on the lipstick, but when you put it on, it's a little bit more sheer because it is moisture rich. Okay, I love this for a daytime look, or if you're going to be outdoors and you want something just a little bit lighter feeling, this is really nice and a little bit more sheer, great for summer as well. And so this particular one is called Casual Rose. And again, if you want more of you're not a lipstick person, you hate the feel of lipstick on your lips, this feels a little bit more like a hydrating lip balm. Yeah, it's really nice. And it's got more pigment, obviously, than a lip balm. So this is a really good option for you. I like both the semi-matte and the semi-shine, and they come in a lot of different colors. I tend to lean towards the matte because I feel like I like when my lipstick is on and it stays. Not that the shine doesn't stay, it does. But I just like that look of just kind of a matte look. And then you can always put a little gloss on. All right, let's talk about colors. Okay, so do you see that I have olive skin? So if you have a lot of yellow, let's go with olive. So if you have a lot of olive skin, Latinas, a little bit more of that than a yellow, then I will go more with warm colors, not necessarily brown. Now, it depends on your age and it depends on how dark your skin is. So you can be a light olive, medium olive, or you could be a darker. And so the more mature you get, the older you get, the less deep your lip color should be. Okay. The less dark and deep. It can be bright. That's different than dark. Okay. So let's talk about what's the difference of dark, deep, or bright. Okay. This right here is called Crushed Berry. And this is, it doesn't look that dark, right? But if you're fair skin and you put on something this deep, when you put it on, you actually age yourself. I know some of you are like, but I love those dark berries, or I love Downtown Brown. It's so great. And then you put it on and you just aged yourself about 5 years because it's so deep that it sinks in and draws you, and it makes you look drawn and tired. So you want brighter and lighter as we mature. I know, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get used to it. Just ease your way into it. Put your berry on and then maybe put a little bit of a lighter color over it. But it's the same thing with dark nudes. If they're too nudie and deep, you are going to look like you're on a deathbed. It's true. All right. I'm sorry. But I really always try to tell women that, and they tend to still stick with what they're used to. And I'm like, if you're used to a berry, then I would rather you do, instead of a crushed berry where it's really dark, then I would rather see you do an apple berry, which is a little bit, sorry, I just had it. This is crushed berry. So this is the darker one I was telling you about. And this is appleberry. So it's a little bit brighter, has a little bit more of a red undertone. So it's not so deep. I would even more so, rather you go towards a raspberry ice or a powerful pink. I know, but I'm telling you, brighter, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, you look so good. You look so rested. Raspberry. This one's really pretty if you're somebody who likes a little bit more of a neutral, not so bright, not so dark. You want something just a little, kind of like how I have a little bit of, I have a warm peachy color on. So this is better for olive skin. If you have more yellow undertones, you can wear anything. So great. If you have more pink undertones, you're going to want to do the berries and pinks or neutrals. There's always neutrals. Everybody can wear the nudes, right? You could do a nude that leans more towards the pink family, and you could do a nude that leans more towards the olive or yellow family. Reds are hot. There's true reds. There's bright reds. There's deep reds. And I recommend for the holidays that you get yourself a really pretty red. This is Poppy Please. Poppy Please is a little bit more orange. Okay, it's got a little bit more orange to it, and it's a really pretty bright red. And then if you wanted a red smolder, this is a true red. This is hot. I know. If you're looking for a red, go for red smolder. And then you could get a red liner, or you could do a nude liner, medium nude, and it kind of tones the brightness a little bit. And then you put a little gloss over, and it's wonderful. This gloss right here is a soft nude gloss. So this can tone down something and give it a little bit of a shine if you wanted to, which is really nice. So I love our lip glosses. One, because look how awesome this applicator is. It's so easy and soft to put it on. And I love that they're not sticky, goopy. They're just really pretty. Little bit of a shine, little bit of a glossy gloss. And so it also can tone down the color. If you're wearing a red, then you might want to put like another color on top of a gloss to tone it down. Or what I do is I mix. I put my medium nude liner, I put a nude lipstick, and then I put a pop of color, one little swoosh, not a whole lot, of a color like a peachy or a pinky or a red, depending on what direction I want to go in. But I always have a little nude underneath it, so it's not like, ooh. I used to wear red, and then I stopped. I don't know. But and then now I did a berry the other day, which was really pretty. And then I'm going to pull out some red. I'm going to do that's red smolder because it's so pretty. So those are just some little tips for your lips to make them look kissable and gorgeous. We also have samples of our lip colors. If you feel like you want to try a couple of them, let your consultant know, and she can get some samples to you. Highly recommend that lip primer and lip liner. You're going to love the way they all feel. Otherwise, you can do some of our lip balms because we've had some fun lip balms come out for the holidays in the past, and other times your consultant can work with you on that as well. So thanks for having a little kissable time with me tonight. And until next time, bye.